All right, I'm back again. Did you miss me? Um, right quick for my YouTube people, because this will be going on YouTube and BitChute. Same channel name, both same icon even. Um, I have been receiving notifications of comments. I have not been entirely. I haven't forgotten you. It's just things at work are a dumpster fire, and when you spend all day dealing with emails being blessed out and phone calls being blessed out because you, yeah, mixture. It's a dumpster fire all the way around. It's not getting any better anytime soon, and that just puts you in a funk where you don't want to really respond to messages and personal emails. Especially when you're like me and you have like 8 personal emails for different purposes. Yeah, but I have really what I need to do is just have my cryptocurrency go through the roof or hit the lottery or both, and or lose my mind and get married. That way I can have do like Paul Shannon, have a spouse who just handles my social media and things like that. That would be awesome. Or if I just got wealthy and could afford to pay someone to handle all the fun stuff like editing and uploading videos, replying to comments, and all that fun stuff, it would be amazing. But right now, I'm a small unmonetized channel without sponsorship, so it ain't going to happen unless my Safe Moon and whatnot goes through the roof, and then we'll talk. Not financial advice. Now that the unpleasantries are out of the way for everyone, here we go. Last night, they announced Donald Trump would be setting up his own social media. I think it was Truth Social was the name of it. I don't think I need to put a link in the description. I might anyway, just for the heck of it. But I did look over it briefly. And when I read the article, I had really 2 things popped in my head. Well, one thing, and when I was thinking over that and thinking of the potential ramifications on that, a second thing popped in my head. And this morning I listened to a few people, and they kind of had a lot of the same concerns. And these are people along the in the circles of conspiracy theorists. They call them just self-truthers, but I like to look at all sides of the equation. But when I heard this, I kind of thought a lot of the same way. The first thing is with his merger with this other company to create the what was it, Trump Media and something else, it is going to be publicly traded. It looks like on Nasdaq. I know the company he merged with, or that he bought out or whatever, was publicly traded on the Nasdaq, and I don't know. I've read somewhere that this will be as well. I don't know if it'll be on the same ticker or what. My immediate response was, when you look at a lot of companies that go up on and are publicly traded, whether you're talking for the so-called professional wrestling, but sports entertainment people, look at what happened with WWE, World Wrestling and Entertainment, when they went public, or what happened with to Mark Zuckerberg with Facebook when he went public. The potential is there for a good amount of revenue by going public. So in my mind, I'm thinking this is just a way for Donald Trump to turn a huge profit. That way, even if the IRS does go at him, he'll have, pardon the language, he'll have a shit ton of money to fall back on. That's the first thing that popped into my mind. And when I was thinking about that and thinking of specific examples, and those were the two biggest ones that came to mind. A second thing popped in my head. When you think about the key demographic that would, well, there's really, when you think about the key demographics that would be attracted to such a website owned by Donald Trump, there's really two that popped into my mind. First would be his supporters, especially his more hardcore supporters, which are kind of the alt-right, if you will, far right. I don't know what name they're being called this week. That would be probably the key demographic that would be attracted to such a site. The other key demographic, or I don't know if I'd call it key demographic, but the other demographic that would be attracted to it would be more of the far left. That means, the anti-Trumpers. There's a reason for that. A lot of his followers will follow him to hell and back. And that's a fact. But with the far left, the reason they would be going there is, one, they're going to do a little bit of reconnaissance. They're going to do some mocking. They're going to take their screenshots and share it elsewhere. But they're also going to basically troll and try and push the boundaries, because it's supposed to be like free speech and all this stuff, and they're going to try and push the censorship so that they can say, look at me, this is supposed to be free speech, pro First Amendment, and I got banned, or I got censored. There's going to be a lot of that going on. And it's not going to be your more centrist, a lot of the more centrist people. It's going to be more of your far left people doing stuff like that. And either way, you're going to have a great deal of extremists on both sides of the spectrum attracted to this site, potentially. And by potentially, I mean most likely. What I'm going to be curious about is how much information, personal information, they're going to require. Are they going to be like Facebook, and which is about to change their names allegedly, and require like names, phone numbers, and a whole host of other crap, and tracking cookies to track your off-site activities and everything else? Yes, that's all a thing. Will they be like that, or will they not? The reason why I find this to be quite relevant is as follows. When you have a website that would, be attractive to more extreme groups, the more information they will collect, the more it's going to be, like shooting fish in a barrel. Because if they make no bones about it, the intelligence community, they have their eyes on extremist groups. I know. I attended one meeting of the State Guard, which is not National Guard, but State Guard, and got, I can't release details, but they did go, yes, there are extremist groups being watched by all kinds of agencies. And they do utilize social media. And this has the potential to just be a giant gathering place for a bit on both sides, more so the right, but you'll get some of the left as well. So basically, all they would have to do is get some assets through the door, and they could use that, make life easy. Get their warrants, get their information, what have you. That is, provided this isn't somehow a scheme of some sort to get that information anyway. whatever information you turn in, it just goes straight to the server. Provided, and even then that's provided they don't already do that and they just haven't had a Snowden-like person leak that information. But yeah, either way you stack it, one, I think it's a Trump get rich relatively quick scheme. Maybe even try to do a pump and dump with the stocks. There will be people trying to do that. Just do a quick pump and dump, make a few million. Yeah. And the second thing is, you run the risk of getting on some extra watch lists. I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised to find out if I was on a few. Anyway, like I said, I don't know if I'll throw a link down below. And I will try to get to notifications. I may do that this weekend. It's Thursday right now. I may break down and do that. Because from what I gather, the weather may not be that nice anyway. Anyway, let me know what you think. Do I have some valid points? Do I have my tinfoil hat on a little too tight? Something to think about. Later.